It's the old fella back, or if you knew it, old Mr. B. As you can see from the backdrop there, a chat with Alice from Atwood. This one, it's reasonably long one. Interesting. The start, if you like, the screen freezes a couple of times, but the obviously the the voice is still there. Apart from that, everything was fine. Very interesting conversation. Very easy to talk to. Great person, and a great band. I do like them. And as you will see from the interview, well, it's not an interview, it's a chat. It was a chat. We had a chat about things, just a normal, like, two people chat. So easy to talk to, very easy going. Great. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope you people will as well. And say, it does go on, it's about 40 minutes long, but it's how the conversation was going. She was asking me things and as well, so there's even bits about me as well, which no one really wants to know, but never mind. All good stuff. Anyway, enough of me rabbiting on here. And so I can't say. I've got to think of something, haven't I? I've got to think of something. Anyway, over to the chat we go. Right, hello everyone. It's the old so and so, as you know. Right, and today I'm having a chat with Atwood. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, this is Alice from Atwood. We're an alternative rock band from Italy, and I'm very happy to be here tonight.
I'm more than happy. But yeah, right, okay. First thing I'm going to ask you is, how did the band start?
The band started like in the least fashionable way ever, mainly because I had just moved to Milan and I was just looking for a band because I've always had a band, but then obviously when I moved I needed to find someone new, like to create a band with, or just to play randomly. And then we had this like Musicians in Milan Facebook group, and I saw this post by Daniele who was looking for a singer, and so I just replied to that saying, "Hi, I just moved to the city. I would like to sing in a band. So I don't know, we could try it out. We could play a couple of times." And I don't know, we just clicked. Like we just got along right away, and that was the start of it, because we just started with covers like every other band in the world, but then we soon realized that it wasn't the right path for us, mainly because the both of us had already had bands in the past with like where we used to play covers, and it's all fun and games, but the satisfaction you get is just not the same. And so yeah, we just started writing our first EP right away and released it. And yeah, we just realized that writing our own stuff was what we needed to do, like to actually be happy with what we were doing.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just went from it. It's always been, it's always been the two of us with other people, but the core of this band is just Daniel and I, basically.
Well, that's it. When you get a lot of bands, if you like, you get four people, and you get falling out, disagreements. One wants to go this direction, one wants to go that direction. But when you go like two people, thinking the same, going the same way, that helps. That really, to me, that really, really helps.
Obviously, it's a lot of work, and it's only two people doing all the work. But obviously, if you have two heads thinking the same way, you can just accomplish a lot more, a lot quicker.
Yeah, I understand this, because I do actually do my own music. I do own 12 guitars, and a lot of equipment. One, it's time to do it. Two, I can't sing, so I cheat. I can use auto-tune.
Who doesn't use auto-tune nowadays? No worries.
And I work alone, because like my neighbour's into music. He's done the CDs on this, but he's so old hat. I can't work with him. I go for like I go for different sounds. This is why I like what you're doing. The interesting sounds, the guitar tone, and everything. It's like I said, it's the best I've heard reverb being used. It works, and it works really well. Who does the mixing?
we do our like pre-productions. So like we get the song going and we do like a sort of first step in the mixing process. But then we have this guy who does who does the mixing and also some production. And he's just amazing. Like we love working with him. He's super talented. He's been working with a lot of bands, a lot of artists, and I mean it shows because I think that I'm not saying this to brag because I know. I mean, obviously, everyone thinks their own music is the best in the whole world, but like I do acknowledge that our music sounds good, and that's also because his mixing skills are here, like they're super high. Yeah, I mean that. And that's what we wanted. Like we didn't want some mediocre thing because, as I said, we've had like a lot of bands in the past, and we just wanted to do something well, like really well. And so I hope it shows.
It does. I mean, I mix my own music, so I understand, what goes into mixing, and I know it's good. I've always said the mix is good. If I look a bit shiny, that's because I'm that hot.
I'm super shiny as well, so don't worry.
I've got a fan down here that's doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's 34 degrees. There's no, there's no breeze outside to blow any air in through the windows. Of course, I'm in the UK. We don't have air conditioning. It's normally raining.
Yeah, true. Oh my God, I'm so jealous of your rain. Like, we don't have the AC here in my house either, so I'm literally melting on the chair now.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, but that's why I wear that. Otherwise, it'd be a big glare. But yeah, so that's how you. Right. So you've got that. You've got the right people. Have you got somebody that does the filming as well?
Yeah, we've been like if you go watch all our videos, they've all been produced by the same person. We've been working with this girl.
Right, okay.
Yeah, she's just amazing. She's
good.
Yeah.
Well,
her video, like she's a true artist. I think in what she does, like she's a real good video maker, and also she's become a friend now because we've had I think it's like 4 or 5 videos with her. I mean, all of our videos we've put out, we worked on with her, and I mean that says something about her abilities, and also like about her as a person. She's very pleasant to work with.
That's good because and I'm a silly old so-and-so because I did a reaction to Ghost, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The audio version. So I don't got the wrong pair of glasses on because next to it is the video version. And I'm going to have to do that because the videos, I like the videos. I like what they do. You see, this is it. It's when you're building up. Would you like to do a world tour?
Yeah, obviously, we would love to. But we don't have that much touring experience. So we probably need to start like I don't know. With Europe, with Italy first, and then Europe. Although, we dream of a world tour, obviously.
Yeah. So, is this music? Is this your full-time job, or are you working?
No, we both have our own jobs. Obviously, as I think you may know, living off music is really hard. So,
I saw.
Obviously. Yeah, it's our goal, obviously, but until we manage get to a reasonable level of independence, we need to have a job like anyone else.
I've seen the pie chart of let's say a CD and who gets what out of it. The artist gets the least. The people with the talent get the least. The record companies get the most, and that. So you're not signed with the record company.
No.
Right. Now, this is interesting. I know everybody sort of, well, especially with what I do, we're all against the well, we're not against them as such, but they give us copyright strikes.
Mm-hmm.
I had 2 of them at one time. Once because one is because I called somebody scruffy.
What does that even mean?
Well, you know, like if you're untidy, you know, a guy with long hair and it's all a mess. And,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, and I said he's scruffy, and well, nowhere else, nobody else got it took down, just me. So I know it was that. And then when I tried to talk to them to, you know, say why, nobody replied. Yeah. So, but right, there's an American band, Vintasy, who I interviewed. They've got a record company which doesn't control them. They can do what they like. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another interview with them. I'm going to find out more about that record company, see if I can do an interview with the record company, and if it's something that'll suit you, I would let you know.
Thank you. That would be much appreciated.
Because
it's like we got like a couple of record companies reached out to us, and I mean, they were trying to convince us because like we're just convinced that at the moment we don't want and we don't need a record company unless like unless we can get something real out of it, which is almost never the case.
Yeah. And
so we just gave up. I mean, whenever we receive any sort of proposal or anything, we just know that there's going to be something wrong with it. So
yeah, like, you know, okay, now you've got the record deal. Now the record company wants you to make X amount of albums a year or do this and do that, which nobody wants to do. They want to do it your own way. Vintasy was telling me it's up to them what they do. Basically, it looks like their record company is more like a distribution company. So I'm going to have to find out more about that because they're similar to you, the way they all work together. And so I'm learning as I go along, and I am trying to, I'm a one-man band trying to change the record industry. If I can, because to me, at the end of the day, all it is a record, it's all about money. Money. Every way it's about money. You know, I mean, whatever happened to the talent, the music, the real thing, what makes us happy? You know, it's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, they all seem to forget what music actually is about. And I mean, it's obviously not only like anything else in the world, but like it's obviously so much more than that. So, yeah.
Yeah, and how long have you been going as Atwood?
I think we met at like end of 2017.
Right.
But I'm not even sure. I mean, I'm sure we were working together in 2018. But yeah, I think we just got in touch at the end of 2017 because then we released our first EP. Was it end of 2018? I think it was, because then we spent 2019 playing, and then obviously 2020 COVID hit. So like any other band, we weren't able to play that much. We could just write and produce and create.
Right.
So yeah, I think it's 5 years.
Right. Yeah, because I'm see, that's another thing. I'm trying to get people to subscribe to your channel. Right. I've just hit me 12 months. Right. And I've got over 8,000. And I'm thinking, hang on, I'm not talented. I'm just talking. And what's happening? And so this is why I'm trying to get bands like yourself, the more, especially like more over in Europe, even in America. If these people get to see you, it's just a matter of getting that link. One person pass it on to another, and so on. And then the chain starts to work. I mean, I wasn't on Twitter, then I decided to go on. I only type like this, and that's more typing. Because I'm getting people reacting to. I'm getting people. I've also noticed I'm getting bands starting to follow me, right? Which I don't mind. Well, one I do. There's a boy band. I'm not interested. I'm more for sort of rock music and all that. You probably know from that. But I am diverse. You know, I mean, I've listened to one I called it a rock a pop rock song because the lyrics were poppy, but the music was rock. And it's like, okay, let's put it together. Great. And that's what I like with what you're doing, the way you're mixing things in, if you like, with modern sounds, guitars in there and everything. And it's great. And to me, this is what I'm trying to do, is to get you out. Do you actually play an instrument yourself?
No, I don't. I would love to, because I mean, I know how crucial it would be for me to be able to play something, but like I can probably play a couple of chords on the piano, but not much apart from that.
Yeah.
Also, because, for example, the guitar, I mean, obviously it's an instrument that I love. Like, I mean, I love every other instrument, but it's so mainstream. I would love to play bass guitar or the piano.
Well,
so
yeah, my bass guitar's got 5 strings. I do own a 7-string guitar.
Yeah.
And another problem you'll have to cut your nails.
I don't want to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I know. I realise that. It's you're not going to play on this hand. You can have them on your if you're right-handed player, it's not a problem. It'll help. You know, you won't need a pick. But
I need to have my left hand with.
I know. Yes, no.
No.
I do understand. I mean, women love their fingernails.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand that. It's one of them things. But you see, it's like, and with regards to rock music, women have been, as men, have pushed women back, saying they can't do this, they can't do that. If you've seen the Japanese rock bands and everything, now the female. Awesome. Yeah. Bandmate, dress up as maids, and you're thinking, it's a gimmick. Oh no, it's not. Look at the way they play the instruments. You know, they're fantastic. They're absolutely fantastic. Love Bites is a metal band, all female.
Mm-hmm.
And the drummer's about 4 foot and a bit. I don't know what that is in meters, but very short.
Okay.
Fantastic drummer.
You see, but yeah, I get, like, I can't relate to that so much, because, like, being the singer of we can say that we're almost completely a pop band, but like, if you want to say pop rock, I mean, that's okay. But being the singer of a pop rock band, you just realize how the perception of women in music is still so, like, very much wrong and stereotyped. Because, like, if people see a girl in a band, she's automatically either the girlfriend of some of the musicians or the singer. That's it. You cannot do anything else. And I mean, I fall under the singer category, so I'm a stereotype myself. But there's so much more than we can do. So
right. Well,
please let us be.
Yeah, I'd say if you go on YouTube and just check out Bandmate, that'll do it. And you'll have such a feel-good factor afterwards.
I will. I definitely will.
Fantastic, and there's so many out there. And I've sat here saying, those men have held them back so long now. Now they're showing us how to do it properly. Most of them, they pick up a guitar. They're actually classically trained on the piano. Now I can't read music.
Mm-hmm.
No, I won't say what I got called for what I said about music, about being all dots and squiggles. So somebody swore at me. But it's like I said, you know, if you play the wrong note, it sounds wrong.
Yeah.
But do you read music and that anything?
No, I mean, my musical training is non-existing. I used to attend a music school, and I had a couple of, I think it was like a year of theory training and stuff like that, but like I forgot everything. So I should be studying more, definitely, because like I understand how crucial it is for someone who wants to play music to know that, you know, that basic amount of theory that just can get you through. If you have any, I don't know, if there's anything you cannot do, you have enough knowledge of theory to be able to solve any issues that you might get, and I don't have that yet.
Yeah, no, but obviously you're a natural when it comes to singing. You find it. You seem to find it so easy, and and of course, like your speaking voice and your singing voice are two different things.
Yeah, my speaking voice is terrible.
No,
it's terrible, and I speak way too fast.
It doesn't matter. We all do. I do. We all do. Another thing. Okay, your English is absolutely brilliant. Where did you learn English?
Oh my God, thank you so much. I've always studied languages. Like, I've always loved languages. So, and I don't know what it was with English. It's just the language that I never had to study. I cannot say it came natural because I obviously did not know it. Like, I would just pay attention at school and I would just learn things from there. It happened only with English. I don't know how, I don't know why.
Okay, yeah.
And then, I loved it in high school. Then at university, I kept studying languages. Then in my master's degree, I studied translation. So yeah, I've always studied languages, and English has something more that other languages don't have for me. I don't know what it is. Well, I just love it so much. Yeah, and also I watch a lot of movies. I've been abroad a few times. Nothing major, but yeah, I've been abroad a few times just to get a hang of it. Yeah.
We see, when I was at school, going back all them years, everybody was taught French at school. Now, if you said, "Oh, I want to learn Chinese," what you'd get? Why do you want to do that? No encouragement whatsoever. But I had a problem because I'm dyslexic, right? Mm-hmm. And so obviously reading, writing, all that was a big problem for me. I was just classed as thick. Yeah. I've learned more since I left school, by the way. A lot more. Yeah. And of course, so what you find is when you're like that, you find that you're good at other things. There's things I can do. I build my own computers and things like that. I do all that myself, and a lot more. There's a lot of things. I learned how to do the designs at the back. I've taught myself. I'm self-taught, and that's the same with music with me. I'm also stubborn. So if somebody says to me, "No, you got to do it like this," I'll go, "I'm doing it my way."
Yeah, being stubborn is not a negative trait, like, at all, because it can get you anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I smoked for 50 years, right? Mm-hmm. And then I got one of these, right, a vape. Now, after 50 years of smoking, everyone thought that won't last. Anyway, 18 months later, I've still got it. Because my stubborn side kicks in and goes, no. And that was it. Because I said, if I ever start coughing, I stop. And I did. And I was actually in Belfast, because I've got relations. My brother lives in Belfast in Northern Ireland. Okay. So, of course, we can't go over there now because of COVID. So we tend to Zoom, the family Zoom, And that was it. I just did it. And everybody looked at me thinking, he's still doing it. Well, because I'm stubborn. It works sometimes. And it's the same as if I want to learn something. When things aren't going quite right and people get all wound up and angry with themselves, I just go, no, I'll walk away and come back. Same with music. I'll do some music, then I go away and I'll listen to it the next day thinking, God, that was rubbish, wasn't it? But you get what I mean. It always sounds different the day after what you've done it. And I find it fascinating what you're doing. I don't know. I'm not going to put your music in a genre. I'm fed up with genres. There's too many of them.
Yeah. But people need genres. So.
Oh, people need shit. Because back in my day, like rock music, pop music, reggae, jazz, that's about it. And popular, that was it. Now what we got?
Now we've got literally everything you could ever think of. It's amazing.
I'm under pressure, by the way. I've got to do from the people on my channel, I've got to put one of my own music up and videos. So that's going to take time to do. I will do it.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
So it's going to be a new genre in music. This is this is OAP.
This is what?
OAP.
OAP.
Old age pensioner music. I can't help it. I am. It's the same with my name. How I got my name, old Mr. B. A guy at work always called me Mr. B. Right, and then I'm thinking of setting the channel up, and I thought, what am I going to call it? So I thought, I'll call it old Mr. B. Bang! No one's got it. What a surprise! You know,
it's a lovely name, by the way. I like it a lot.
And yeah, and a lot of people, when I tell them off, because when they reply to me, Mr. B, I goes, hey, you forgot the old. But it's all in fun. It's all in fun. And I'll get some great comments off of people, and some great people out there. I made friends. I've been invited to Japan as well, but you know, not COVID stops everything. But this is what it's all about. And to me, this is great. Meeting people in the bands. It really, to me, it's fantastic. If I was to try and meet, I'm trying to think of a band. I don't know, some, let's say, band that's sort of made it. They won't want to know. You know, one of these big bands. They won't want to talk to you. The thing is with like yourselves and a lot of other bands that I've been talking to, it's great to talk to them. It's great to promote them. And to me, you know, this is it. And of course, when you do a tour of Europe, I ask this to everybody. Free ticket.
Obviously.
I always joke about that.
No, there wasn't even a question. It's obvious.
I mean, to see you live. I mean, what you actually do. It's not going to be an easy thing to do live, is it? There's going to be a lot of.
No, it's not. It's not, because from a vocal standpoint, some of the songs are quite hard. I can't deny that. For example, So Bad is very hard to sing live. Other songs that might sound a lot more difficult are actually not. But then there's, for example, Daniele needs to play the guitar, and then he needs to play the pad, and then he also goes and plays drums. Like, he plays literally everything, and obviously it may be challenging. It can be challenging at times. Let's put it politely. So
I do understand. I do understand all this, you know, because I say the equipment I've got that I use, you know, my guitar goes through a thing called a Helix. So it's not an amplifier. You don't need an amplifier with Helix. It's got all the amplifiers in you want and everything else. So I've got all the effects. I've even got a thing for vocals to go through. So I can sound like whoever I want. Yeah. So I can check. But obviously, for them to do it live, you've got to get the musicians to do it. You know, Mike Oldfield. Do you know, like, Tubular Bells?
No. I know Mike Oldfield. The other name, right. I don't know.
Right. Well, when he did Tubular Bells live, he had to get all these other musicians in because he'd done it all himself. So they've all got to learn what he's done.
Yeah.
And everything else. This is the interesting part about doing being live, if you like, you know. And I mean, it's sort of like having a boy band on there with a backing track.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I know.
I really don't like boy bands.
I used to be a great fan of Backstreet Boys. I think that the only boy band that that stands out. Other than that, the others I don't like. But Backstreet Boys I really loved.
Yeah, I like bands that write their own music, play their own instruments, and you know that's what I'm for. You know? I'm being nosy now. I'm looking at the picture behind you. Is that the small one, the person?
Oh, this is my grandma.
Oh, your grandma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. It's all right. I don't have anything like that behind me. No.
Yeah, I mean it's a bit distracting. I should have chosen another location probably. I don't have anywhere else.
And you collect clocks.
Yeah, my dad is like, he used to have so many clocks and he just loved them. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it's all right. I mean, what do I collect? I suppose computers and bits and bobs. I've got 3 computers. This one's me everyday one. I have an iMac for me music, because they're better for music. And the one I got next to me, that was for me games, but I haven't had time to play any games. So
I have a gaming computer and I don't play games, so
yeah, it's good. And I mean, yeah, this is interesting. You see, I call it. I don't know why I call it an interview. It's more of a chat. To me, it's a lot better than, you know, on the TV when they've got a list of things they're asking, and some of the questions they're asking him are silly. You know, I don't do that. It's to get to know the people behind the music, which is, to me, is far better than asking silly questions. This I find all this interesting. You know, like how you got started and all the rest of it, and what are your plans going forward?
So in the short term, we have the new EP coming out in like a week, because it's out on the 26th. So yeah, a week.
Hang on. Now you hear that, folks? New EP, buy it. So this is what I do. Yeah.
Thank you. So yeah, we have the EP coming out, and then we had planned a tour, but we just need to see how the situation progresses here in Italy. Other than that, we'd love to record a live in studio. We found this amazing studio in Vicenza, which is northern Italy, and it's amazing. The place is really, really cool. I cannot for the life of me remember the name now of the place.
Don't worry.
Yeah, but yeah. These are our like main goals that we're focusing on. Obviously, we like on a daily basis, we focus on growing our social media, on our digital presence, on writing new music, but that's something we always do. So I mean, that doesn't even count as a plan, because we're constantly doing that.
Have you thought of doing like a live stream, an acoustic one? Make it easy.
Yes, I think we chatted about that a couple of times, so we just need to arrange it, basically, because we have a lot of equipment as well, and so we need to figure out a way of basically plugging everything in so that we can manage to live stream.
Yeah, because that's
the main issue.
Unlike a lot of reactors that react to these bands, I actually go on the live streams. I watch a lot of them and everything. I'm not just like them. I'm just not there for whatever reason to try and get loads of people to sort of subscribe to them. If you notice, I never ask. I never ever ask.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't like it. I was watching one once, and halfway through, he paused the music, and then don't forget to like and subscribe, and that was it. I didn't want to watch it anymore because I don't do it. I don't think it's right. Oh yes, I will tell people to go and subscribe to your channel or anything else. That's fine, but not my own. I've never done it, and because I'm trying to promote. I'm trying to promote people, and this is to me what it's all about. And getting the bands known. Hang on a minute. How long have we been chatting for? So I normally chat for about half an hour, and then.
No, we can keep going for a while. I don't know how much longer I can do this, basically, because I woke up at 5:30 this morning, so I'm like.
Oh right, okay. No, I probably went to bed.
But no worries at all.
I probably went to bed at 5:30 this morning. The hours. I put in 18 hours some days, right? Just doing what I'm doing. I haven't done any reactions for the past 2 or 3 days. I've not been quite right. The heat, but I suffer with IBS. Do you know what IBS? irritable bowel syndrome, right?
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I end up with a bad back,
Mm-hmm.
pain here, and my stomach swells up. Anyway, this is one of the worst bouts I've had in years. And it's like, well, right, laxative. I got some really powerful laxative, right? I took a full thing. Nothing happened.
No, really?
I took another load today and things happened, so we're all right. we can. It's something that happens every so often. It's supposed to be stress related, and I'm thinking, well, I'm not stressed. I've got nothing to be stressed about.
Yeah, but I mean, if you go to your GP, you can just go there telling them you have literally anything, and they're always going to tell you, yeah, this is stress. No, it's not stress. I get stressed because you're telling me that it's due to stress.
Oh, the last time I had a bad bout, I ended up going to the hospital. 6 hours in hospital just to be told what I already knew. And then they just gave me some like tablets and stuff. And that was funny. It was just, you know, it's
a little bit of the thanks.
But yeah, so I haven't done any reactions. I haven't got any reactions for tomorrow, so they can wait. I've got this to do to sort out tomorrow. This is first, and then I'll do I've got I have a list with all my reactions on that I've got to do. It's rather long. People send me links all the time, and I must admit that I do get picky. I'm thinking now I'm not doing that.
Well, that's cool because I mean you get to know like a shitload of bands. Yeah. So like that's super cool.
Yeah. And this is what's nice. I mean, there's so many new bands that I have actually reacted to, and you know, people are going, yeah, great, you know, all these new bands like yourself. I want to know, right, an Italian band, Black Mamba. Do you know them?
No, but we'll check them out. And what do they play? Like, what genre do they do?
They did a cover of Deep Purple, Highway Star. I don't know if you know the song.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely fantastic.
Let me check them out now. Like just so like I get the link open and I don't forget.
That was their very first one they put up on YouTube. So I'm glad I started there. Now I can go through the rest.
I think I found them. Hard rock made in Italy.
Yeah, that's it. That's them.
Okay. Oh yeah, I found them. Okay, great. I'll check them out later then.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. I think most people in Italy speak English better than I do, actually. But again, you know, I might be tempted to see if they're interested. But yeah, I mean, there's who else was there? I mean, like I said, I think you were the first actually Italian band I reacted to.
Oh, nice.
Which was great because I want to react all over the place. I mean, Indonesia, Thailand, I've been there, Finland, places like that.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, UK, I'm not bothered. Hey, the people in the UK, I react to a UK one. Nobody takes really much notice. See, this is it. If it's as far as the rock and heavy music, it's all Japan. And now Korea started doing it. I was speaking to a Korean band today, earlier, and we're going to set up a meeting because we're just seeing if they could understand me or not, like I said. And they're a punk band, but they've made punk happy.
What?
Yeah, like punk's all, isn't it? No, it's got more of a happy feel to it. It's better.
That's nice.
Yeah, they took the genre and improved it, if you like. It's like I say, I won't put your music in a genre because you've got like modern sounds in there as well, and it's great when people mix it up. I am all for that. You know, when you're mixing it all up like that, I'm all for it. Plus, the vocals. You've got really good vocals.
Thank you.
Which and I mean, I've noticed also these days, you're on about women still being looked at differently. A lot of the rock bands now are using female vocalists because, if you like, the higher voices on a heavy band can cut through the mix.
Yeah.
And it works very well, and you can hear it really clearly. And when like growling, a lot of, women growling. Well, that's interesting. I can understand them. I can't the men. They've even got that off to a fine art, you see. So, women are leading the way. Yes. Yeah. So it's great.
As we should.
So you've got come on, this is plug time now. Right. Okay, you've got the new EP coming out. When's that coming out?
On the 26th.
26th.
So it's very close.
26 for you deaf people. So I do this all the time. So right, so that's it, the 26th, right? And where can they get it from?
Literally anywhere. If you use Spotify, you'll find it on Spotify. On iTunes doesn't exist anymore, so Apple Music, Deezer, Bandcamp, SoundCloud, virtually anywhere. Right.
Okay. So you know the answer to this one, folks. Buy it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. How are you doing though? So have you got much of a following? Have you got a few people following you, if you know what I mean? And
yeah, we do. I mean, that's something that we value a lot. So it's something that we're always working on, because creating a strong fan base is literally like the most important thing out of everything, together with the actual music.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we've been building a strong fan base so far, and I'm very happy because we have a close relationship with many of the people that follow us.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah. Most of them are. I think I can go as far as saying that we consider them friends, because it's you just create that sort of relationship where it's not position and fun. It's just two people enjoying music. It's just people enjoying music and having chats and exchanging views and everything, and that's so great, because it's just it's just so much more interesting. Like, not that we don't care about being musicians with fans, because it's obviously nice, but having that something more makes it so much more interesting. And
I totally understand. Whereas when you get some of these big bands, and and I know this for a fact because I've done it. If you want to meet the band, meet and greet, you have to pay X amount of money. Then you get there, it's hi, I'm so and so, have a picture up with them. That's it. You don't get.
That's so. I mean, I think it gets weird. Like, yeah, you've paid to meet someone. Like, why?
Exactly. Well, there's a band called Steel Panther, right? They're very rude, but they're funny, but they're good. They're a rock band. I met them. Then that was totally different. They were standing there chatting to you, talking, as well. Not just have the photograph and all the rest of it. I mean, the singer was helping me put the wig on. Because I was. Because it was all doing, because that's the sort of band they are, and it was great. So you see what I mean. But a lot of the bands now, if you like yourselves, you get involved with the fans, right? And then you've got fans for life.
Yeah.
You've got fans for life. You've got a fan base.
Yeah, because you got friends. Like, so I just love it so much.
Yeah. So I totally understand that, and it's so much better. Well, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to stop recording, because remember, I've got to put this up, but I'll still talk to you for a bit afterwards. Right? Yeah. So if you just want to say cheerio for now.
Cheerio, okay.
Yeah. Oh, cheerio. Oh, Yeah, it's. Oh no, I shouldn't have said that, should I? Just say bye. I'll explain that to you in a minute. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, it's bye from me. And
Yeah, so it's my turn.
yeah, just say bye.
Okay, so thanks everyone who's been watching this. Or better, Cheerio to everyone. I love Cheerio, by the way. I'm going to use it like forever. And thanks for watching. Go stream, buy, or whatever, our new EP. And thank you.
Right, okay, you've just seen the interview, you know, EP out on the 26th. Don't forget to buy it. All the information and everything will be down below as per usual. Check them out, and see what you think. Great band. Again, you know, working hard, working away, doing most of the stuff themselves. So go and check them out. You know, and you know where you can get all the stuff from because she's told you that. Great, lovely person, and I will be doing a second interview with them as well when I get it's all to do with time and everything else. But absolutely fantastic, wonderful, lovely person. So there you go, folks. There you go. 26, don't forget, and information will be down below as usual. And yeah, and go and support them. Please support them. They're worth supporting. Anyway, enough for me going on there. Thank you everybody for all your comments, all your support, and everything else. Thank you so much. And don't forget, go on to subscribe to their channel. Thank you anyway. And of course, please stay safe, and this old fella will be back. Bye for now.